hello to anybody that's watching on catch up, because I know sometimes when I watch the videos I think, oh, I haven't said hello to everybody at the beginning, so I thought if I do it at the beginning and then anybody watching on catch up knows that they can watch and they can still join in this game. Obviously it won't be live, but you can still join in. So let me just see, we've got some. Hello Diane, how are you this evening? You are the first by the looks of things. Hi, Adi. So, Adi, are you going to be moderating for us this evening? Hope everybody is well. James, how are you? Have you had your lunch yet? Hi, Simon in Derby. What's the weather like there? It's been pretty grim here today. However, I've been told we're getting a scorchio weekend. So, fingers crossed, everyone, that that's going to happen. Hi, Adonna, how are you? Hi, Peter. Hi, Matt, how are you? You're not had your lunch yet. What are you going to have, though, when you do have your lunch? Say hi to Julie Castley from Manchester. Hi, Julie Castley from Manchester. Hi, Elizabeth. It's cloudy, is it? Hopefully, though, it's going to pick up. Good evening, Stephen. They're watching while recovering from an op for a detached retina. Oh, Steve, that sounds painful. Oh, you rest up. How long are you going to be out of action for with that? You're in Scotland. Ah, very nice. How's the weather up in Scotland? Good evening, Stephen. Hi, Yvonne in the Netherlands. How's your trip to the UK planning coming along? Hope you have a super time. You're having your supper, Donna. What are you having? Oh, roast chicken, James. That sounds good. That sounds really... Is it rainy? Oh, never mind. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better for you, Donna. Which part of Scotland are you in? Love Scotland. Although I've not been that far. I think Inverness is the furthest we've been. 4 to 6 weeks. Wow. Wow. You've been watching old Twilight Zone episodes. Oh, wow. I bet that's brilliant. Are you here? Hiya, John. Just taking the register. Yeah. So hopefully, thank you to everybody that voted yesterday in the poll. Obviously, I had a few ideas, and it was at one point very, very close between what we were going to do. And then just at the last minute, I thought I've got to cut a deadline off because obviously I've got to research and find some stories for you. So just at the last minute, like I thought, I looked at the poll just after 7 o'clock last night, and I thought, oh, right, okay. Historic deaths, strange deaths it is. And the first thing I did, I went and I spoke to my son. He's 16 and he knows lots of random weird facts. And I said to him, do you know any strange historic deaths by any chance? He went, I've got one for you, Mum. So one of the ones that's in the mix tonight is one that he told me about. So I'm just going to go back on some chats. Hello from Scotland. Hello. There's a couple of you in from Scotland tonight then. Good evening, I used to be. Oh, hiya Taz, how's you and Sylvester doing? You're having Aloha, having chicken and cheese sauce. Oh, that sounds nice, Donna. Good evening, Cloud from Cloudy Oldham. Oh, is it cloudy? Hiya, Michael. Oh, that's a shame. Good evening, Tristan. Hello, Sylvester. So if anybody that doesn't know, Taz has got a cat called Sylvester, and he does look, he's black and white, so he does look like Sylvester. Oh, hi, Simon, you've made it in time. Yeah, I think this one's going to be quite interesting. It'll be interesting. I mean, to be quite honest with you, when you're looking at some of these strange deaths, truth is often, somebody actually put it in the comment, truth is stranger than fiction sometimes. And I think that's the case. Did you choose this in the poll, Stephen? So you'll be pleased. You're in central Scotland on the Hillfoots. I bet it's so beautiful. Just had some fish, very nice. I'm planning on a return to Bodmin Jail around the end of October. Oh, that'll be spooky in October, all Halloweeny. Right, so we are 5 minutes 30 in, so we'll get started. There's 40 of you in. Now, before we start, I know we did the super chat thing last week, so I thought we'll do something similar but different, because obviously this is about death. So as strange as some of these deaths are, I have to be respectful that these were real people. So I didn't want to do something too gimmicky. So what I've decided to do is, you'll see behind me a load of unlit candles. Now, anybody that sends a super chat in this evening's live stream, I will light one of these candles for you. You can choose which one you want. And then when I've lit your candle, I'll then write your name in my special book. And if we get, I've got a goal going on at the bottom, if we get 15, then I will do a giveaway for one of the limited edition Wanderlust Way water bottles, which I know some of you have probably already got one of these, but this is what they're like. So they are really, really solid. I mean, to buy these, it's $19.99 including postage, but they keep hot drinks hot, cold drinks cold, and I've had mine now for a good while and it's still rocking and rolling, so they are really handy for adventures. Right, Taz, let me light a candle for you and I'll get your name on the thing. I'll go with the old-fashioned one. I'm going to start from the back, I think, unless you've got a specific candle that you want lighting, Taz. So, and I always say as well, everybody that supports the channel, you know, whether that's watching or commenting or subscribing or sending donations, things like that, you are all keeping the fire burning, really, because I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you. And I thought this was a little bit relevant to that. Oh, thank you, Comic Book Guy. Right, so you need a candle as well. Oh, let me just give Taz a like. Right, okay. Any particular ones? I'm just going to start from next to the skull. Oh, Taz, sorry. Wasn't quick enough to read that. Maybe I should not ask people what candle they want because I'm not gonna get to it in time. So I'm just gonna do these ones, I think. Oh, this could be dangerous. There might be another unusual death happening tonight if I'm not careful. Oh, thank you, Michael. Right, let's get you a candle going. So, yeah. When I thought about the idea, at first I thought, oh, I'm going to spin that round so you can see yours, Michael, because you might not see that on the screen. Oh, yeah, you can. When I first thought of the idea, I thought to myself, you have to be really careful here. I know, oh hell, what am I up to? So basically everybody that sends a super chat, I'm going to light them a candle. And if we get to 15, I don't know why they've not gone up. Can you see the goal at the top? Can everybody see the goal at the top? If we get to 15, then I'm going to do a giveaway for everybody that's sent a super chat. So all your names are going to go in the book, and I will do a giveaway for the water bottle. How does this work? To be fair, Yvonne, I don't know how this works because I am very new to doing all these super chat games. But no, I try not to burn myself. I am another nutcase, yeah. So are we ready? We've got the... Did I light you? Hang on a minute. How many candles have we got going? 1, 2, 3, 4. AD, thank you. 1. I'll have to go back through these. So let me just jot everybody down. So AD's already got a water bottle though. Michael gets in there. Michael Walker. You're in the... And then Comic Book Guy, which is Ben. And then we've got Taz. So that's brilliant. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start playing the game. Oh, Simon, right. It is, I thought it was a nice way to set the mood. I didn't want to do, I've seen like other live streamers doing like, one of my friends said, why don't you get loads of t-shirts and put different t-shirt on? And I thought, oh, she was like, oh, that's what TikTokers do. And I was like, well, it's not really relevant. I don't know, it just feels a bit disrespectful doing something like that when it's about death. But thank you, Simon. I'll get your name in the book. Anyway, right. Oh, do you want another one, Ben? Right, okay. I will... I'm going to have to be careful with these candles, yeah. To be fair, I have got on standby It's not letting me like that. Right, I'm just going to light it. I have got on standby a fire extinguisher, but I have had it for about 15 years. So I don't know. Oh, hang on. I don't know whether it still works. We'll go down here now. This is actually Adie's brandy glass, so let's hope that doesn't smash or I'll be in bother. Right. Don't seem to be going up on the target. Oh, yeah, it says on here 3 out of 15. I don't know how that works, but what we'll do is I'll count the matches. I'll know at the end. Good evening, Kev. Oh, you have to do £2 for it to count. Oh. You need to press on the target and do it like that for it to go up. Oh, right. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, they look lovely, I thought. There were some stupid deaths on Horrible Histories. Yeah, I think the one that my son's given me to throw into the mix, I think one of those is probably, he must have got it from Horrible Histories. This is very Victorian theme with the candles. Yeah, I do love a bit of a Victorian vibe. Yeah, I've got a pint of water, although I don't know how much good it'd do. Oh, thank you, Taz. So that means you should be in now. Do you want me to light a candle for Sylvester? Bless him. Sylvester's a cat, if anybody's only just joining us. So, Taz, you're actually going to get your school one now. It's the one you wanted. So there we go. How did you even get that target goal? Right, it's right at the bottom. I did have to Google it. All we need now is Dracula. Yeah, well, it's funny you should say that because my son has got an English exam tomorrow. And he said in the exam, he has to write a bit of a story. So I said, oh, what are you going to write it about? And he went, oh, it's got to be quite sensible. So he said, we're not allowed to talk about zombies or vampires or anything like that. And I went, but why? And he said, oh, it's got... And I said, but Dracula was one of the best-selling Gothic novels of its time. So I don't understand that. But, oh, thank you, John. Get your name in the book. So yeah, so that's, I don't know, it's all changed since back in my day, shall we say. Right, oh, we're moving, oh, we're nearly out of these candles. We've only got 5 left. Right, okay, so I'm going to read to you the first strange historic death. And what I thought is, you just shout out in the comments whether you think it's a real death or whether you think it's a fake death, okay? So, number 1, there's 9 of these. Number 1, ancient Greek philosopher Chrysippus of Soli, this is between the years 280 to 206 BC. Now, at the age of 73, during a celebratory, can't even read my own handwriting, celebratory feast, he watched a donkey eat his basket of fruit. He joked, now give the donkey some pure wine to wash down the figs. The absurdity of the scenario of his own joke set him into such a fate of hysterical laughter that he collapsed and died on the spot. So do you think that's a true story or do you think it's fake? So do you think him watching a donkey eat fruit caused him to laugh that much at the banquet that he dropped dead? So I'm just going to read some of your comments while I'm waiting for you all to answer. 2 for work, 20 years in shed. Right. Is that candelabra too close to the wall? Maybe. I'll move it forward a bit. I took it out. I know they have a plant on here, so I took everything off just to be safe. I don't want it too close to the edge, and then imagine if a ghost comes and knocks it over. But thank you for that, Steve. Did you ever read the Dandy comic? Yes, Dandy and Beano. I think I've still got some. I dumped him and the guy at Scrapyard hit him with a foot. I don't know. I guess you guys are talking between yourselves. Oh, Whitby's amazing, yeah. Beano was great. You think it's true? If somebody thinks it's fake, true. James thinks it's fake. Simon does, true. That your Jack Wright, you've obviously got like a little raven emoji, that thing. That's really cool. So I just wanted to, I did drop a comment on the members tab earlier. I've made some new emojis for you members, so you should be able to use them in the chat tonight if you want to. We've got, I think there's a coffin, and there is a raven in there anyway. That's what just prompted me to tell you. So feel free to use those new emojis if you want to. You don't, you can use them, they're limitless. True, fake, damn the irony, maybe true, but with true, false. I'd say true. Heart attacks happen anytime. Everest would be so proud. That sounds fake. Okay. Desperate Dan's good. Quote from Young Frankenstein, put the candle back. Vampires, true, fake. Oh, you're using them, Taz. Brilliant. Oh, thanks, Michael. They look quite good in the chat. Jesus really loves you. Since he wants to please you. True. Okay. Oh, Taz is going for it. Yeah. Do you like them? Which one's your favourite? True. I like Whitby Abbey. Although I've only ever walked around, I've never paid to go in. Jesus loves you. Okay. Ever see the Heartbeat episode where they went to Whitby Abbey? Probably, John. I've watched them all, but it's a long time ago. Right. Oh, damn. So that is true. That's the one that my son gave to me this morning when I asked him if he had any strange death situations. So yeah, that one's true. So the next one, are we ready? In 1996, in Philadelphia, Courtney Beswick, aged 28 and blind since birth, was attacked by robber Anthony Irvin. He was approached from behind and pushed against a wall. But Beswick used his martial arts skills, flipped the robber over his shoulder, kept him in a hold until police arrived. Irvin, that's the robber, had to be taken to hospital but was pronounced dead of neck injuries. If only the would-be robber had known that in 1987, Mr. Beswick had won an award and is named Most Valuable Wrestler for the Eastern Atlantic Association for Schools for the Blind. So is that true or false? What is you drinking? A cocktail? No, I'm not. To be fair, I've not had alcohol for, I think, since last week. So I'm on the Orangina. I love Orangina. And I've even got a little, I've got a little skeleton straw from Halloween left over. So that's what I'm on, Orangina. It's nice. You've got tea. What's everybody else drinking, by the way? You know, I always nosy. I like to know. I hope that's not the same cup of tea you had earlier, Taz. That'll be cold by now. So, what we got? Good evening in Newcastle. Right, I'm just reading through true, false. So anybody that's just joining, I've said it in the title actually, so you should see it anyway. We're just discussing 9 deaths, and you've got to work out whether they are real deaths or false deaths. True, false. True. Lots of you thinking it's true. False, John. Oh, the Red Bull, Donna. Oh, you're brave. That could be true. Coffee. Beer. I nearly had a beer, and then I thought, no, I'm trying to be really good midweek now. I'm trying to just limit myself a little bit. Coke Zero. I like a Coke Zero. I am very northern. Although I do try and put my posh voice on when I'm doing the voiceovers for the video. True, okay. 20 cups. Oh, I'm glad it's decaf, Taz. We've had some workmen in this week, and I cannot believe the amount of cups of tea that I have made. I'm going to have to go and get some more milk, I think, and biscuits. It's brilliant. Yeah, I just think, wow, I feel like I'm, now a pro in making tea. Aldi Fake Tango, nice. False, true. Wow, well done, Kevin. I think the longest I've been without booze is probably definitely when the kids were, when I was pregnant with the kids. And then I did about a year. I thought I'm going to need to get really healthy, and I did just over a year. Coke, plenty of ice, nice. I don't need a drink. I'm just too much anyway. Fruit cider in the fridge. Ooh, well, I don't know, Donna, because It is going to be El Scorchio this weekend. So if I were you, I'd be holding fire on that cider, getting it nice and chilled so that when the sun comes out, you can be like, oh. No, I was born in Yorkshire, but I'm currently living in, where am I living? Lincolnshire. Yeah. Oh, you teetotal, Simon? Oh, nice cup of tea. Did they make you a wine window? Oh, do you know what? Why have we not got wine windows in the UK? It's despicable. Is Loch Ness deep? Yeah. I prefer Coke anyway, but you can't beat a nice cup of tea and some biscuits. Yeah. What's your favourite biscuit to dunk, Kev? Well, yeah, you could get a 6-pack, Donna, because I think we're going to get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Somebody told me today we're going to be getting good weather. 2 cans of orange cider been in the fridge for a few months when the sun's out. Are you just waiting? I've got a rhubarb cider that I cannot wait to crack open. Well, it won't be cracking it open because it's one of those box ones. But I'm just waiting for the right weather. And because there's quite a lot, I might have to wait until I've got a friend to drink it with. Well, late to the party, I'm having a glass of red wine. Nice. Or 2 6-packs. Yeah, I mean, it is the bank holiday, so why not? Rich tea or digestive. Oh, rich teas don't last long in dunking, though. On a school night, but enjoy a cheeky Jameson's. On the week. Oh, okay, Gavin. Yeah, gotta wait for it. Hot bank holiday. No, Simon. It's got to be hot because we've got a barbecue planned. So I don't mind doing it in the cold, but as long as it's not raining. Drink White Lightning. I used to drink White Lightning. Showing myself up now. Yeah, I did used to drink it. But I have a friend that used to put it on a cereal, so I'm not as bad as that. Right, so the blind man that wrestled the robber and broke his neck is a true story. So well done to everybody that said it was true. It's one of those, isn't it? You think, I shouldn't be pleased, but how awful is that, attacking a blind man? So, yeah. Right, number 3. So, in 1797, in Somerset, a local cheesemaker, Thomas Wainwright, aged 42, was taking part in the annual village festival. As part of the festivities, a 400-pound wheel of cheese was rolled down the hill to the village green. Wainwright, whose task was to take control of it at the bottom, misjudged the speed and was crushed to death in front of a crowd of spectators. So what about the cheese one? Is that a true story or is that a false story? Got that one wrong. Went to Farm Foods. Have you been buying more bargains, Taz, to fill up your cupboards with? True. Okay. This cheese must have been huge. Yeah, well, 400-pound cheese. So, yeah. False, true. Not that one. I'm just reading back some of people's comments. Going to be 28 degrees in Holland. Oh, nice, Yvonne. Is it next summer that you're coming to the UK, Yvonne? Dark chocolate biscuits. Nice. False. True. Okay. True 400 tea bags. True. Cheese. True. Big cheese. I bet when the cheese hit him, he said, damn. Yeah, probably did, AD. All the dad jokes. He really loved cheese. I cannot disagree. Betty loves cheese, though. Oh. Your last video was really good and great. Yeah, it was quite dark, that one, wasn't it? I think that's why I had to put a bit. I thought I've got to put a disclaimer on this one because it will be too dark for some people. Sounds very cheesy, yeah. 400 Yorkshire tea for £2. You can't go wrong, Taz. No, he died. Couldn't say anything. Yeah, that's true, Donna. Dear Ambery. Oh dear. True, Matt. Okay. Well, anybody just joining? So we are playing a little game. We've got 9 deaths and we're going to work out whether they are true or false. What was his name? Gordon Zola. I can always rely on you guys for a laugh. Poor Thomas Wainwright was his name. So just to remind anybody that's just joining, we've got a little, you've got 5 minutes left, but don't worry about that. I'm counting the matches here. So I've got all these candles going on. If you send a super thanks, AD says it's got to be £2, I think. Then we light a candle, and then if all the candles get lit, I'm going to do a giveaway for one of the Wanderlust Way water bottles. Which are them? Now, once these have gone, I think I've only got 6 of these left now. So once these have gone, I'm not getting any more. I think I might move on to something else. Not sure what, but they are fab. I might get some with a different design. I don't know. Are you looking forward for the new scary movie? I didn't know there was one, Ben. Oh, by the way, we did go and watch Michael Jackson on Friday night. That was absolutely brilliant. So thank you for that recommendation. Nickname Cheese String. Claire, where did you get the skull from? Oh my goodness, Peter. I have had the skull for a very long time. I have a loft full of Halloween decorations, but some of them I still keep out all year round, much to my family's disappointment, AD. But yeah, so he was probably from, I don't know, maybe like Home Bargains or the Range or somewhere like that, I would have thought. But I think I've got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 skulls. I've got a few plastic skulls, but I've just kept one out. Wasn't Raymar out the last summer wine? I don't know. They are really sturdy water bottles. I mean, I take them everywhere. And I usually take them to the airport as well, because I hate paying like fortune for airport water. So I normally take one to the airport and fill it up at the water machine there. So can I have one from Surviving But yeah, I could have a lot. Oh, thank you, Ben. Right, let me light you another candle, love. Where's my matches? Oh, we're getting. Oh, hey, that's bad luck, isn't it? Somebody told me that was bad luck. Oh no, I don't know what I have to do. There's something superstitious. I'm supposed. Oh, that is bad luck. Surely, it's not a good sign. Right. Anyway, hopefully everything will be all right. Was Rome expensive? It was Florence we went to. I didn't think it was expensive. I don't think it was any more expensive than going to a city in the UK. So I would say those wine windows could be a little bit pricey. Some of them were like, but I think it was because you were paying for the novelty. So some of them were between €8 and €10 for a glass of wine. But if you had wine, like house wine in the restaurants, you could get a glass of wine for like €4. Bottled water in the shop was like £1 or €1. Pizza was about €10. You could buy pizza by the slice. So I didn't think it was too expensive. There obviously were some really fancy restaurants which you could pay top dollar for, but then there were also cheaper places as well, like little bistros and stuff. So it depends what you're wanting to do. Now, the cheapest way to do it, so we flew into Pisa, which is a lot cheaper. So you can get flights to Pisa for, if you go on Skyscanner, like £28 return. So, and then you just get into Pisa, you jump on a Pisa mover, which is like this little tram that takes you from the airport to the train station. And then you get a train from Pisa to Florence for €9. So it is a lot. So in theory, you could get from the UK to Florence for less than £100 if you were doing it at the right time, off peak, all that sort of thing. I don't know how much the hotel was because that was my Christmas present. But there's, I mean, I had a look on booking.com if I go back, and there was hotels there for like £40 a night. So it's like anywhere, you know, if you go down to London or even like Manchester now and places like that, it's relative. So I wouldn't say it was any more expensive than the UK. That was a bit of a long one, wasn't it? I don't know about the coffee prices. You better asking Adi about that because he was the one drinking coffee. You have a skull just like mine. His name is Little Benjamin. Ah. Jesus is waiting for you. He exists. Good. I bet that was a thriller. Yeah, it was good. Oh, it's bad luck. Got to burn it. What? I've got to burn. Oh, this. I've got to burn this. This could be dangerous. Well, if I just put it. I'll just put it on there. Oh, I don't burn the house down there. Is it more expensive than London? I don't think it was. But again, if you go to London, I've been to London and had really cheap food. But then I've also been to London and seen very expensive food. Right. Good job I don't drink. I'll have a cup of tea or blackcurrant and pretend blackcurrant is wine. Yeah, the wine. You've got to do a few wine windows just for the novelty. Manchester. Yeah, it's getting expensive. It's been I don't think I've been to Manchester since I did that Christmas market video. I don't think I've been since then. Oh, cheers. Double espressos for €2. So yeah, there you go. Is there any other way I can join, Claire, and give you £2 another way? I don't think. No, I think to be a member, you have to do it through the membership thing on YouTube. Friend went to a place in Manchester, got charged £15 for a pint. That's disgusting. Jack went maybe about a year and a half ago, and he went in a bar. It's the one near, you might know it has. It's one near the Peaky Blinders bar, and he ordered a BrewDog, and he thought he was going to be getting a draft, and it was a can of BrewDog, and I think he said it was about £10. I was like, get yourself to Wetherspoons, son. Did you actually get anything from the pharmacy in Florence? I did. I bought a soap because everything, as you can imagine, was very expensive in the pharmacy. So the soap was, I think it was €14. It's either 12 or €14. But obviously that's what Hannibal Lecter bought. He bought almond soap. So I was sniffing all the soaps and I thought I'll buy one of those. It was beautiful though. Oh, thank you, Michael. I think you've already bought a candle, haven't you? So I don't need to write your name down again. Oh, we're on to the red candles now, Michael. You get a red candle. I actually think these are citronella for getting rid of the bugs in summer. But they look pretty cool. Oh, sorry, I'm just all right. Alas, poor York. Pint of Newton and Ridley's in the Rovers is still 73p. I don't believe that. Surely not. Yeah, Albert Hall. Shame about Peaky Blinders bar. Oh, is it closed down now? White Lightning on the corner, or that is definitely the cheapest option. Yes, we should all go back to our younger days. Right then. So the cheese rolling one, it was false. Sorry, I made that one up. Yeah, I did make that one up. I did Google it first though, just to check that nobody had died from cheese rolling, because I thought, I know they do a festival, don't they, of cheese rolling. I thought, oh my goodness, if I go and say somebody's died and then they have actually died, that would look pretty bad. So no, that wasn't true. Cheese one was not true. Posh candles, they are, aren't they? So the next one, number 4. In 1601, the celebrated astronomer Tycho Brahe, aged 54, met an unusual and tragic end because of his unwavering politeness. While attending a lavish banquet in Prague, he started to need the toilet. His hosts, he did not get up from the table and tried to hold nature at bay. When he got home, he was unable to urinate and suffered excruciating pain for 11 days before finally dying. So, is that true or is that false? You got that one wrong, did you, Taz? I'm a Mancunian and worked in hospitality and find money cheaper than Leeds. Nowhere to. Yeah. Again, it's a while since I've been out in Leeds. The death about the cheese, that was false, that one, the cheese one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't remember how much. Yeah, I've definitely been to Manchester sooner than I've been to Leeds. But I mean, to be fair, if you're on a budget, I don't think you can go wrong with Wetherspoons, can you? Have they got 3 or 4 in Manchester? Alas, Paul, York, go to the museum in Florence. We went to the Serial Killer Museum, and we went to the Academia to see David, the statue by Michelangelo, and then we went in the Santa Croce Church, but we ran out of time. We totally ran out of time. And it was Liberation Day in Italy, so a lot of the places we couldn't get tickets for. There used to be a bar back in thousands, you used to pay £1 for a VK. Blimey. False. Okay, true, false, false, true, false. That sounds true. It's true. False. As an ex-nurse, I would probably say true. True, but maybe false. True. I remember nights could go out with £20, have a great night out back in the day. Yeah, I remember. You could. Yeah, you could. Well, you could go back. You could go out. You could get your bus fare back, couldn't you? How times have changed. What, £20 wouldn't even get you. It wouldn't even get you a drink and a kebab now, would it? And your bus fare. No, what was your bus fare, like £6? I don't know. Long time again. Still have yeah, you would, Simon. For a £5. I know. Crazy how things have gone up. And I feel for hospitality, because it's not easy for them either. A lot of it's tax. You could back then. No, it wouldn't. No. It's a shame. See a lot of pubs closing all, aren't we? So, has everybody finished answering? So just while I wait for everybody, if you are new to the chat, thank you for joining us. We're playing a little game of true or false where we're reading out some strange deaths, and you've got to work out whether it's true or false. If you're wondering, all this going on in the background is we're lighting candles. So anybody that sends a super thanks will light a candle. If we get to the target, which is 15, then I've actually only got 13 candles here, but I didn't actually think we'd get this far. But I've got some spare down here. Then we will do a giveaway for one of the water bottles. £20, that's a cinema ticket and a hot dog, if you're lucky. Back in the 80s, could have a good night for a £5. No, we're all going to get nostalgic now. A few pints and chicken in the basket. Happy days. Right, so the story about Tycho Brahe. That is a true story. Funnily enough, I did cover it when I did the Prague videos last year, because Tycho Brahe is buried in that big cathedral in Prague, the one that looks like the Disney castle, and he's the one that had the gold nose. If anybody was watching on the channel last year, that was him. That was the guy. So yeah, that's what he did. He went to a banquet. This is the legend anyway, because there was another rumor that he'd actually died of poisoning, and years later they because they didn't obviously do like testing like they do nowadays, so years later some students recovered some of his DNA, I believe, and they found something. Now, I'm not a medical person. Something in his DNA that suggested some kind of poisoning, but then they still didn't unrule the bladder thing. So it was a bit of a mystery, but as far as the doctors and everything were concerned, it was because he didn't go to the toilet. Stephen C. Doctor found his Waterloo. Lulu. Yeah, did you get that one right? Are you doing all right, Tom, aren't you? Right, so next question. Okay, or next scenario. 1887, Edinburgh. 29-year-old Margaret Blythe, who was known to have vivid dreams, which she documented in a journal, had one in particular which took things to the extreme. Margaret awoke screaming from a vivid dream. She told her husband that a shadow figure had been chasing her through endless corridors. Her husband reassured her to go back to sleep, but the next morning he found he couldn't wake her. She went back to sleep and she died. Physicians found no explanation for her death, and Margaret's dream journal became a sought-after item for paranormal collectors. So is that true or false? The girl from Edinburgh having strange dreams, and then a shadow figure chased her down a corridor, and then she never woke up again. True, false, true. Can we start again? Oh, sorry, Russ Bucket. So you can, you can carry on from now, and then you could always at the end go and watch it on catch up and do it like in reverse order. We're on we're on death number 5. There's 9 to do, so we've obviously already done 4. But you can, you could catch on from now and then go back and watch the beginning if you wanted to. That's wrong. I love you guys using your little emojis. That's wrong. Okay, false, true, true, true. Again, just say a big hello to anybody watching up on catch up. I know it's not easy for some of you when we've got a few people watching from overseas. I know the time difference isn't great. That sounds false. Should have left the cheese home. Yeah. I don't know if is that true that you do have nightmares off cheese? Possibly heart attack or died of fright. As a kid, I used to have a recurring dream where I was chased by a werewolf through. Oh my goodness, Steve. True. I used to have a really random dream when I was a child. It was a repetitive one where there was this big head and it used to open its mouth, and then like this river used to come out of its mouth, and then I would get taken by the river. And I had that dream like all the time. Horrible. I used to wake up screaming. 1 was true, 2 was true, 3 was false, 4 was true. Hope that helped. Okay. Is there a specific, do you think there's an order to it? I nearly, very, very nearly just did all true ones. And then I thought, no, you're going to feel like I've conned you. Good. Oh, good evening, Bruce. Don't worry. You can watch it on catch up. That's fine. Yeah, it's a bit of a creepy one, isn't it, Yvonne? Eating cheese before bed is a granny's tale. Ah, right, okay. Oh, I've dropped my matches. Hang on. I'll put them there so I don't... An accident. I was told a kid bananas gave you weird dreams. Oh, I've not heard that one, Michael. She went to that ice cream man, at the hotel to get the sprinkles, didn't get any and died of disappointment. Do you know, I should have done that. That would have been a good one. But you'd have known straight away that it wasn't real. He was creepy, that ice cream man, wasn't he? Right, so have we all finished answering? So, did she die in her dream? It's a false one, that one. I've made that one up. Sorry, I've made that one up. But then when I read it, I thought that'd actually make a really cool film, like a really cool horror film. So anybody watching that's, I doubt 1 minute anybody would be watching that's a horror presenter, but if you were, there's an idea for you. Girl dies in a dream. I suppose it's a bit like Freddy Krueger, isn't it? Used to have a dream about this puppet that used to talk to me through a mirror, and would be a funeral in the background. Oh, that is really weird, Taz. Hey, well done, Kev. Have you ever watched the show? It's an American show called, I think it's called Believe It or Not. Is it called Believe It or Not? Strange but True. No, Strange but True is the English one with Michael Aspel in it. So I think it's called Believe It or I Tell Lies Well. And he gives like supernatural scenarios, and then you have to they do like a little clip of it, and then you have to work out whether it's true or false. I love watching that show and playing that game. So that was number 5. So we've got number 6 next. 5. You must write a book. You got me. Did I? Oh, well, too. Adi should be careful. You're obviously. Watch out. Beyond Belief. Yes, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's brilliant, that show. I like, is it cake? Ripley's Believe. Oh, do you know what? I thought about that the other day. I thought, what happened to Ripley's Believe It or Not? Because they used to have a big museum, didn't they? In Leicester Square in London. They also had one in Blackpool. They also had one in Thailand. And they're not there anymore, are they? I don't know if he went bust. And then, because I was thinking about it, because it was when I took my son to London, and I was like, oh, we'll go to Ripley's, believe it or not, you'll like it there, it's cool stuff. And then I realised it's been shut for years. And then I thought, where's all the cool stuff? Where is it? Because that would be cool to have some of the collection from Ripley. Oh, they've still got it in Blackpool. It's only a little one though, isn't it, Taz? Oh, I'm glad that they've not gone completely under then. I just want to know where all the items and the artifacts that Mr. Ripley collected for the Leicester one, because there was, I mean, it was like 3 or 4 floors, I think. He has some great stuff. I just want to know where it all is. Is it all on eBay? I started off so well oh yeah, I read that one. I'm going backwards on myself. First time I've watched, but I've got to go, need to see my mum in hospital. Oh no, sorry. Been great watching you and a fellow northerner. Hey. Oh, I hope you send our love to your mum, Peter. If we get an honest answer from MPs, that would be beyond, but yeah, it would. Worth watching just for, oh yeah. Yeah, it is. So was it made in the 90s, that show? I love it. I just love how they do it, and they've got the jacket on, haven't they? And then there's all the fake smoke and stuff. It's great. I'm using my multi-hearing skill at the moment, watching you and 2 Twitch channels. Oh, blimey, that would play with my mind, that, Kev. I don't know if I could do that. They have them in America in what they call auditorium. Ah, okay. I wonder if some of the stuff's gone there then. Used to ghost train with live actors years ago where they make it scary. That was good, near the Pleasure Beach. So do you think it's true, Taz, that the ghost train at Blackpool Pleasure Beach is haunted? Because that's been a long standing story, hasn't it? Right, are we ready for number 6? In the early 900s in Orkney, Sigurd the Mighty, a Viking earl renowned for his daring raids and fearless leadership, met a grim end. After winning a battle, he strapped the severed head of his enemy to his saddle. Now, this is a common Viking practice. It's all about flexing dominance and who's the strongest and all that. However, as he rode away on his horse, a tooth from the severed head scraped his leg. Within days, it became infected, and despite efforts to treat him, he became dead. He was dead. So within days, he was dead. So Viking warrior in a battle cuts the head off his enemy, puts the head onto his saddle, rides away, tooth bites it, tooth catches his leg, cuts it, he gets infected, he drops dead. So who thinks that is true? It is. Have you got Taz? Oh, that's Mysterious World. Some of that can be true or not. I don't know if I've watched that one, Simon. True. And next to the oldest rider is the old man spirit who stands there watching. Is it very haunted then, Taz? The Pleasure Beach. That's true. Okay. Oh, you're using your emojis, Michael. True. True. Tooth. I mean, truth. Yeah. Oh, hang on. What have we got this? Hang on. I don't know how to do this super chat thing. It's just telling me that the goal's up, but the goal's not up because we have still got some candles. I'll just count the matches. So you can get bitten by a dead head then. True, he was after the head of his enemy. Yeah, it really haunted you seeing spirits. Ooh. Dental hygiene was not a priority. No, it wasn't. Good evening, Wayne. How are you? We are on, you're all right because we're on number 1, 2, 3 to go. So I'll just explain what's going on here. We've got some candles set up. Every time somebody sends at least a £2 super chat, a candle gets lit. If all 15, well, there should be 15, I think there's actually 13. If all 15 get lit, then I'm going to do a giveaway to everybody that's lit a candle for one of the Wanderless Way water bottles. So that's to Wayne and anybody else that is just joining the chat. So, do you think the Viking story is true? Lots of you think it's true. In fact, I don't think anybody said it's false. And it is true. Yes, it really happened. So, I think that must be really grim, having headless warriors on the strap of your saddle. But yeah, it came back to bite him. Right, number 7. Nothing dentured, nothing gained. Yeah. Shouldn't really joke about this, should we, with it being death? Anyway, number 7. Fortune teller Patrick, I don't know how to pronounce this, DePale, was so confident in his powers that he agreed to play a game of Russian roulette to impress his customer. My spirit contacts on the other side will protect me, he said. His last words before pulling the trigger were, I never make a mistake. But he did, because he died in the Russian roulette. So is it true that his fortune teller was so confident in his powers, and so confident in his spirits, that he agreed to play a game of Russian roulette, took the shot, and he died? What do you think? True or false? Oh, thank you, Ryan. So let's get a candle lit for Ryan. You've got a red candle, and it looks like Wayne as well. So I'm just going to give it a love on there. Thank you, Wayne. So we're nearly at our 15 goal, I think. What have we got? 1, 2. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's the 15, and then yeah, and then we'll do the competition. Need to write your names down in the book though. So Wayne, and off-grid Ryan. Where are you off-gridding, Ryan? Are you in the UK? Let's have a true, false, true, true, true. You need a new drink. Oh yeah, you've not seen it yet, have you, Wayne? So they keep hot drinks hot, cold drinks cold, but don't put them in at the same time, that won't work. So this is what they look like. Thirsty for adventure, the Wanderlust way. And they're metal, they're really solid. Look, you see, it's almost like a flask. So I do have been selling these, and they are I think it's $19.99, including UK postage. So, and I did it really just to get the name of the channel out there. I'm not really making any profit on them. Well, I'm not making any profit by the time I've got postage and packaging and PayPal fees and stuff. False, true, true. Sounds false. Okay, false. Don't forget Sylvester. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sylvester. Yeah, Sylvester had a candle, didn't he? Bless him. Oh, you're in the northeast. Lovely. False. Using the internet. It's called a thermos. Yeah, that is. Well, how much does it hold? Oh, now you're asking me all the techie questions. I don't know. Half a litre? Would you say half a litre? Adi, are you still watching? Do you know how much it holds? Because Adi's got one and he uses his every day. I think 500 ml, something like that. 700 ml, 500 ml. Hopefully Adi will answer in a minute. Starlink. Ah, you're on Starlink. It's expensive, that, isn't it? 500 ml, thank you. Yes, it holds 500 ml. You off to work, love? Yes. Right. Just be careful. We've got one member of the family going off to work now. Right, so did the fortune teller shoot himself in Russian roulette, believing that the spirits would protect him? He did. He did. That is a true story. So that's not great, is it? Right, question number 8. In 1899, Baroness Helena Clifford, aged 34, met a bizarre and ghastly end because of her love of hats. The Baroness was known for her impeccable and fashionable taste, and so when invited to a grand parade in Vienna, she had made an exquisite hat filled with exotic bird feathers. But as her carriage jolted over a cobblestone, one of the pins holding it together dislodged and stuck in her temple. She collapsed instantly and died. The story became known in Vienna as the cursed hat. So, do we think that's true or false? Did the lady in Vienna have such a liking to fancy hats that it eventually killed her? Died of lead poisoning. Oh, you've broke your winning streak. True, false, true. Oh, thank you, DSWL. Yeah, please hit the like if you are watching. That really helps. Costs you absolutely nothing. And again, anybody that's not a subscriber, if you do subscribe, it massively, massively helps me out. And it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It's completely free. It just the more subscribers I've got, the more it tells YouTube that I am serious channel and wanting to do great things. Don't touch the ice cream man. No, don't. That sounds true. Okay, false. False, mad as a hatter. Plenty. There is. This is really pretty, actually. I'm getting quite warm. Won't need to put the heating on now. Yeah, it's lovely. It is lovely. I think all these stories are a little booked up, aren't they? That's why it's a strange death. So I will just point out as well, just because I'm just going to be open and honest with you, a couple of these deaths I have got from the book Strange Deaths, which I've had for a very, very long time. I think it was originally part of the 40 End Times. So it is, when was it published? 1998. So I will have got that. I would think that probably came free with the magazine, because I've been a 40 End Times reader for a very long time, but I haven't read it for, I don't know. I used to have it on subscription and then I stopped, probably when the kids were born, because you have to be careful with money more, don't you, when you've got kids. So yeah, it's an old book, but I thought, oh yeah, I'll have a look through there. There wasn't a lot of famous ones, so but there was a couple. You've made next brew. Definitely need kettle in living room. You do. You ought to get one of those teas made, Taz. Love old books, yeah. I look familiar. Crime Watch. Missed all the questions, so just following along, bless me. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Wayne, you don't have to do these in order. It's not like the games we've been playing on previous weeks. You just need to true or false, and then you can always go, if you want to, you can go and watch the beginning of it later on. Right, so the hat story was false. I made that one up. Yeah, little liar. Little liar I am. We have an ice cream man who comes to our road. I avoid him as he has no sprinkles. I wouldn't trust an ice cream man that didn't have sprinkles. It's not, I mean, it's like important. It's like the most important thing they should have. Did you get that one right, Yvonne? Well done. Right then. The last one. That's it. Not Crime Watch. Crime Stoppers. Yeah. The last one. Number 9. Arnold Bennett was an English novelist. Sales of his books were substantial. He was the most successful British author of his day. In early 1931, he took a trip to France. To demonstrate to his partner that her concerns about drinking Parisian tap water were nonsense, he drank 2 glasses whilst they were out having dinner. Tragically, the water was contaminated with bacteria that causes typhoid, and on his return home to London after a week of grave illness, he passed away at 63 years old. Oh, thank you, Ben. I'll give you... so is that true or false? So Arnold Bennett, did he say to his missus, oh, don't drinking, of course you can drink the tap water in France, don't be such a baby. And then to prove it, he drank 2 glasses in front of her and then he died. True. thinking of the Hat Museum in Stockport. Is there a hat museum? That sounds interesting. True. Which is your favourite of those emojis then, Michael? I think the coffin one really stands out, the colours on a black background. False, John. Don't stay hydrated. Do you know what? It'd have been better off having the wine. False. You think it's true? False. I thought Arnold Bennett was a famous golfer. There might be two Arnold Bennetts. He should have known after one sip. I think he was trying to prove the point. I never drink tap water abroad. No. I've got members of my family who will not drink tap water in the UK either. They will only drink bottled water. Hat Museum and Air Raid Shelter in Stockport Town Centre. Brilliant trip out. Oh, all right, okay, thank you, Taz. I will have a look for that. So, what do we think? Has everybody answered? I remember a story on the news years ago of a man who went to France, had a shower, some bacteria got into his eye, and he died 3 weeks later. Oh, that's awful. We went to Egypt, and I remember saying to the kids, do not drink the water. And one of my boys is like, he's a bit like Arnold Bennett. And he was like, no, I'll be fine. And I was like, and then the next day, well, actually, in the middle of the night, there was like a rumble. I thought, well, what's that? And you could hear all the pipes. And then the next day, it was actually brown water coming from the tap that we'd been brushing our teeth in. Or we hadn't, but I told him not to brush his teeth in. So I was like, come here, look at this. This is why you don't drink the water in Egypt. I remember saw in there. I'm in heaven. Am I dreaming? News. My eyes burning. I repent my sins. You need holy water. Right. Okay. Go for it. Gnarly. Is that your favourite, Michael? Did you hear the story of a lady who did her morning routines, but she was actually dead? What? No, I've not heard that story, Taz. What on earth is that? That's creepy. Very creepy. Right, okay. So, drum roll. So we've got, how many have we done with 15? No, so we've done 13. So I don't know if anybody else wants, I've lost my things. Oh, I'm losing it, guys. I'm absolutely losing the plot. I had 2 little white candles, didn't I? Just ignore me, we're just having a little technical hitch. I'll have to get, oh, they're here. They're here. It's not like it's not like I'm even drinking. Honestly. So we've just got 2 more if anybody wants to still, if we want to do this competition. Oh, I've just put my hand in. Oh. I am a northerner. Yeah, can you tell? Yeah, can't you tell? Oh, give me a neck. Right, so is it true or false? That's true. So Arnold Bennett, you can Google him. He was an English novelist. He went, thank you, Michael. Looks like we're going to have this competition. He went to France with his missus and he drank 2 glasses of tap water. And yeah, he came back to London and he caught typhoid and dropped dead. I reckon North Yorkshire. No. Well, I was born in Keighley. But I've lived in South Yorkshire for a long time, and then Lincolnshire. So nice glow of the candle. Yeah, I thought so. From how many? Right, so we've got 14 candles. Then so there's just 1 more candle to do the competition. 7 out of 9. You're in Gloucestershire. Ah, okay. Good. West Yorkshire then. Yes. Yeah, I didn't live there very long. 8 out of 9. Hey, well done, Yvonne. Didn't his missus say it or do? So his missus had told him, apparently, I did, because if you go on Google, you can read the whole story. His missus told him not to drink it. The waiter at the restaurant told him not to drink it. And he was like, no, I'm not listening to you. I'm going to drink it. And he did, and he died. So, 2 out of 9. Oh, no. Drive up north. No, you won't. You don't want. I am married. South Gloucestershire by Bristol. Ah, okay. South Yorkshire's the best Yorkshire. Yeah. Sheffield for a few times in South Yorkshire. Sheffield's, I don't think Maddie's on tonight, is she? She's from Sheffield. Keighley and Harworth, beautiful. They are beautiful. They are beautiful, Brian. Right then. Have you ever met a fan of your YouTube channel? I don't know if you call people fans, do you? I don't know. I mean, what viewers? Yeah, I did. I met one lady. I went to a Christmas craft fair, and I'd been to her stall and had a look. She had some baubles and things, and then I was looking at a stall next to hers, and as I was paying for the thing that I bought from her stall, she went, "Are you Claire from The Wanderless Way?" I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" I was like, I didn't know what to do. Oh, thanks, guys. Right, so that's the candles lit. Oh, Diane, let me get your name down. So I was like, oh wow, yeah, I am. I was a bit like, I didn't really speak much to her, and I felt really bad about it afterwards because I should have asked stuff. And I was just a bit like, oh, I wasn't expecting it. And I had my son with me, and he was laughing his head off. He was like, Mum, unbelievable. And then the other day it was actually my birthday, and I went to an antique centre, and I bumped into a lovely couple from Barnsley. And I was in this cafe of the antique centre, and she came up to me and said, "Are you Claire from The Wanderless Way?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was telling me, she told me of a cathedral worth visiting, and she was just chatting about stuff, and it was so nice to meet people, because I know that people that have been watching the channel for a while, we've got similar interests, and that's nice because it's rare these days, isn't it, for people to have similar interests. Bronte Country is nice. So we are going to do the competition. I don't know how we're going to do this. We might what I might do is put everybody's name that's entered into a hat and then do a draw. Do you want to do it now, or we're on an hour, or do you want me to do it later? Like do it as a thing, like a reel. Joyce Vincent was sad story. She wasn't found for years later when they found her in her chair in London with TV. Oh, that's sad, Taz. Fancy stalker, yeah. Yeah, I don't say people are fans. I think you guys are like, you are you are viewers, aren't you? We're like a little community, and some of you I've got to know really well, and it's been lovely. So I class you, some of you as friends as well. Used to be a Northerner until I was 1, born in Scunthorpe. Somebody famous, was it the lady that played the grandma from the royal family? She was born in Scunthorpe. Liz Smith. That is kind of interesting. What's kind of interesting, Ben? Happy birthday. Oh, it was a while ago now. It was last month. There is a few airfields. When doing your videos, has anyone ever asked you any questions on the specific subject you were filming? No, I mean, I try and be really discreet when I'm making a video. And I think a lot of times people would just think I was just a normal tourist taking a photo. But I have had the occasional person, especially in cemeteries, that has gone, "What are you up to?" But I just say, "Oh, I'm making a little video." There's so many like TikTokers and stuff nowadays, isn't there, about that people they're not as bothered. I'm Southerner but live in North. I was born in Essex and live. Hoping to save money on electricity. Hoping to say I'm hoping. Yeah, I am. I've just said I don't need to put the heating on now. I didn't. I thought this was a bit more respectful way of doing it. Famous, yeah, it was so funny because actually my youngest son was with me on both occasions, and he was like, "Oh, Mum." It's like, yeah. Because when I first started YouTube, they were obviously absolutely mortified. Like, what are you doing that for? So I'm going to prove to you that if you could do anything if you put mind to it. What we're doing? Oh, we've pretty much done it now, Northman. We've played. You can always watch it on catch up. It's one of those you can join in on catch up. We've done 9 strange deaths, and everybody was guessing. whether it was true or whether it was fake. And it is hard to find like-minded people and live on, and I think that's the beauty of the internet, because we have got you can get to know people that have got similar things in common, which is lovely. And no, I still haven't looked up any local stories. Oh, have you not? So Ben found a ghost story, didn't you, on one of his local Facebook pages, and he messaged me to show me, and I'd not heard of it either. But I found it. It was a true story. Hi, Brendan. Oh, the royal family was brilliant, wasn't it? I love their Christmas episodes. The one where Dave has the bath with the turkey, the frozen turkey. So funny. There was this guy who was being cooked on a fire by the Romans, and he said, "Turn me over, I'm not done on that side." Oof. There's some great, not great, but there is some strange ones in this book, just showing earlier. And some of them are actually really sad. And I thought, I can't read any of them, because if there's any family still alive, I'd be really upset if it was one of my relatives and somebody was reading it in a book. And so that's why I tried to go for ones that are quite old. Hi, Ashley. Nana Royal. Yeah, she was a great actress. I want to visit the UK before I die. You should. Where's the creepy phone? It's over there near the snoring dog. Could we get you to sing the Stupid Death song from... we could do that as a super challenge next week. So if we hit... So what if we hit tonight? 26 quid. So if we hit 30 quid, I will do the Stupid Death song from Horrible History, if I can remember the words. I'm not dressing up as the Grim Reaper, though. That'd have to be 50 quid for that. It's lovely. Yeah, I'm getting a warmth from it. I did know Ring of Roses was from about the Black Death. Yeah. It's a myth. Are you sure, Northman? Don't think it is a myth, is it? No, thank you for joining us, Michael. So I'm going to... What I might do is... Has everybody got time? Do you want me to do this draw now? Could do. It's not going to take me that long, is it? Or do you want me to do... I'll tell you what. I'll do a spinny thing. And I'll record it, because I can't do a shared screen on my mobile. So I'll do it. I'll do a spinny thing, write everybody's name down, and then I will share the video tomorrow probably, because I've got a bit to do tonight. I heard the bit about South Yorkshire. I was born halfway between Barnsley and Doncaster. Ah, Michael. I think you've told me that before. Yeah, I remember that. Go on, read one out. I've already done them. We've done them all. We're coming to the end now, and you can watch it back on catch up if you want and play along if you want to. Francis Bacon, who died of a cold because he was stuffing a chicken with the ice. Yeah, I read that. Didn't it happen somewhere in London? He was travelling down. Didn't he go through London? Because remember when I went to Highgate and I stayed in that area. And I remember there was the story about Dick Whittington, and then I remember there was that story as well. And I nearly did a little video about it. Make it 35. 35 for me to wear the Grim Reaper thing. I've got a Grim Reaper costume actually in the loft somewhere, so it's possible. Death song. I'm not going to sing it. So the death song, it's there's a British TV show called Horrible Histories. It's meant to be a kids' TV show. It's based on the books by Terry, help me out guys, was it Terry Dern? And he wrote some great books that were trying to get kids interested in history. And they did a full TV series on it. And it was meant to be for kids, but it was brilliant for adults as well. And there's a bit in that where he talks about stupid deaths, and he does a song as well in it. So they're trying to get me to sing it. What is Sunday's video? Oh, so Sunday's video. Sunday video is the final Florence video, and this one is the ghosts. So it's a ghost walking, talking tour of the ghost stories from Florence. So there's 4 ghost stories. Yeah, that's what this Sunday is about. How do we enter the draw? Oh, to enter the draw, you have to pay. You have to pay a super thanks, a super chat, and then I will give you a candle, and then I'm writing your name in the book, and then I'm gonna be. Help me out, guys. What am I doing? Doing the draw, yeah, and then you can win the water bottle, which is the branded water bottle. Then later the chicken was meant to haunt the remains of Highgate Pond where it happened. Yeah, I read that, yeah. It's all coming back now. Death song, what's wrong with always look on the right side of life? Yes, Monty Python. Yeah, Horrible Histories was great. We want the cat to win. You want Sylvester to win? Wouldn't it be funny if he won? Taz, if Sylvester the cat wins the water bottle, we want a video or photo of you putting milk into the water bottle and then pouring it into his bowl to prove that it's for Sylvester and it's not for you. Like Mexico, lady who got up at her own funeral. Yeah, they did used to have Victorians used to have bells in the coffin. Probably, and that's why there's that saying, isn't it? Dead ringer. Yeah, dead ringer comes from the times when the bells used to be on the coffins. I'm at that age where I can't remember where I was. Oh, bless you, Michael. Definitely a myth, that ringer. Oh, was it? Ah, well, I've learned something new today, so thank you. I want the cat to win as I'm in the draw. And never heard of it. Can't wait. There are a lot of freaky deaths. It's a myth. No one sneezed when they had the plague. Victims had stuff on them. But yeah. Can't wait. Love a good ghost story. Yeah, hope you enjoy that one. I know everybody, when we did that vote before I went to Florence, and there's a few of you wanted for a ghost video. So that was the plan. Does it feature you in a bar again? I've been really good this week, Simon. I've not had a single alcoholic beverage since last Friday night. So I can go a while. I'd love to get in the spirit of things. The Wonders Way official water bottle, absolutely. The 4 King Georges on Horrible Histories was genius. That's ringing a bell. It's a long time since I've watched, and I haven't watched every episode, but my kids used to love it. I'll do that. We actually met him. We went to a book signing. Where was it? York, I think. Maybe York, maybe Doncaster. In the Waterstones, and he signed one of my son's horrible history books. Great, really nice guy. Oh, you could do that with his dreamies, right? I am going to. Is it wrong to ask for tarot reading while taking a shit in the bathroom? I don't do tarot readings, so I don't know. That sounds good on Sunday. She can wish I wasn't Colonel Sanders stuff. Some old graveyards still have bells. Ooh. For who the bell tolls. Saved by the bell. In the Meatloaf song, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. What is that? Do you know, that's really funny you've said that, Kev, because I was thinking about that the other day. I really, honest to God, hand on heart, thought exactly the same thing the other day. I want the cat to win too. Please don't feed cat milk. Oh, really? I mean, I haven't got a cat. I'm a dog person. But I didn't know that. Florence. Oh, Florence is beautiful. I want to talk to Terry. Terry Derry. Yeah, that's him, isn't it? Yeah. You went to a talk. Oh, right, okay. He's a nice guy, isn't he? Really nice guy. Fed him cat milk. Oh, cat milk. Okay. In St Albans, we have the Francis Bacon School. Oh, Claire's not. I am not a fortune teller. No. Gonna start getting some cards out. No, I'll be rubbish at that. I have had a go. I've had a play at it when I was a teenager, but I'll leave that to the people that know what they're doing. USS of puppies. Oh, wow, that's not good. What are they selling puppies for? Just selling puppies to other people? I don't know. I was going to see a psychic in our local as part of an interesting evening, but somebody coming. It will be brilliant if he wins. Yeah, it would. Bless him. Right, guys. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you to everybody for joining me. Thank you to everybody that's been watching on Catch Up. Thank you to everybody that's got involved with the candle lighting. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these now. Might just sit here and enjoy the warmth. But I will. I've got all your names down. So I will and Sylvester's on there as well. So what I'll do is I'll put you on a spinner, and I will video the spinner from my phone, from the laptop. So I'll probably do it tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? Thursday. Yes, I'll do it tomorrow, and I will find out the winner, and then you guys will know who's won the water bottle. So thank you, everybody. And yes, Sunday is the next video, ghost stories from Florence. And I'll let you know whether I'm going to be doing it live next Wednesday, because I've got quite a lot going off next week. So it might have to be a different day. But I'll keep you posted. Yeah, I could toast some marshmallows, couldn't I? I could get some of those really tiny ones that you put on hot chocolate. They'd be all right on the tea lights. All right, everybody, take care. Bye. Where am I going? Here.